Welcome to SSPTV Community News. I'm Lisa Sugart. Today we are here at the corner of 15th and Church Street in the city of Hazleton, the location of the new Hazleton City Police Department. I'm very pleased to be joined by the city's Public Information Officer, Jessica Sirkin. Officer Sirkin, tell us how excited you are for today.
We are super excited for today. It's the ribbon cutting ceremony for our new station along with our National Night Out event.
And then you have the public here too, so they get to see the building that you're cutting the ribbon on. How important is this building for the community?
This building is pretty important for the community. One, it allows you to have one building that is dedicated to our police department, meaning when you come to this building, no matter what side of the building you go to, when you run into somebody, 9 times out of 10 it is going to be a police officer in uniform.
That's a good thing to know. And also, we've covered it before, but as you come in the front door, there's the computer set up and people can actually file reports there.
They can file any report that they don't know who the person is that did the crime to them.
So have people been taking advantage of that?
They have, yes. They come in, they kind of tell us a little story about what might be going on with them, and once we've realized, hey, you can go ahead and self-report this, we kind of show them the steps and they go ahead and do it themselves.
And you also promoted the app before that you're using for Crime Watch. How's that been working out?
Crime Watch has been amazing, believe it or not. We have put out a couple of things like attempting to identify somebody. Maybe we have an event coming up and we have been getting a lot of responses, tip submissions, both anonymous and not anonymous, and it's helping us solve a lot of crimes in the city.
With the station being located here, how has this made your job better or easier?
So the nice thing about being here with the station is 15th Street has the traffic light, which allows us to get out a lot easier. We are able to run straight up 14th Street to either Alter or Vine, which gives us access to the other side of the city. And then on top of it, we can shoot the alley straight up to go ahead and access the southern part of the area.
As far as National Night Out is concerned, why was that so important for you to have this big celebration right here?
So with National Night Out, not only does it allow the community to come out and meet with us, but it also allows them to come out and maybe say, we're having an issue in this section of the city, what would you suggest? Or maybe it's their child is scared of law enforcement. They can come up to us, they can see the vehicle, they can interact with us. We have freebies we hand out, things along those lines. So it's a great tool within the community to bring us together.
What's been the reaction from the public? Have they commented on this building and what's being done here?
Many of them have. A lot of it is good things, saying, hey, it's about time that the police department kind of has their own space, but also at the same time, it's a lot easier to find us now. So when people are looking for us, they're not running through City Hall, we're looking for the police department. Now they know when they come to this building, that's what they're getting.
I'm pleased to be joined by Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat. Mayor Cassat, how thrilled are you today to open this building up to the public?
I'm very excited to be able to show the building today. Unfortunately, the rain has limited the crowd as of now, but we're looking forward to it. It's a great event they put together. A lot of vendors, a lot of equipment they could get people could play with, look at, see the stuff that we have.
Now, as far as the building is concerned, this has been a goal of yours that you wanted to have a new space for the Hazleton Police Department. So tell us about it and how it feels now to realize that.
My goal coming in, we had 36 officers. My goal was to get to 56, have a department that was well respected, and being stuffed in the city hall, it's wasn't capable of being there. So we did, through the ability of some grants. We had 2 COPS grants for over $2 million, helped us fund additional police officers. We used ARPA funding to buy this building, to cover the cost of some of the equipment that's here today, the camera systems. So we really had the opportunity to build our department. We did reach a high of 52, which is the all-time high for the city at one time. So we're floating around that area now. But we definitely have a well-respected department now. When you come into the city, the first thing you see is the Hazleton Police Department, and you know that we're here and we're serious.
Congressman Matt Cartwright represents the 8th Congressional District, including the city of Hazleton. This was an important project for you. You helped get funding for this, so tell us about that.
Sure. I'm a firm believer in community policing, and they've done a wonderful job here in Hazleton at it. I'm proud to say that over the last few years, I brought in over $20 million for police forces in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's because I made it to the top of the House Appropriations Committee, and my area is the Justice Department, which provides funding for local police departments. So I get a big say in where that money goes, and when I have a say, it's coming home here.
Why is it important for the money to come to the police?
Well, it takes the burden off of the local taxpayers. I mean, this is money coming from the federal government in Washington, D.C., as opposed to, homeowners who are elderly and strapped for cash and sitting in homes that they've maybe finally paid off, but they're still paying school taxes and taxes for the local roads and the police and fire. So anytime we get a chance to relieve them of any of that burden, we're going to take it.
Brian Schoonemaker is the police chief for the Hazleton City Police Department. Chief, tell us what is happening here today.
This evening we're having our annual National Night Out. This is kind of a police community relations fair, you could almost say. We try and incorporate some of our emergency services throughout the area, our fire department, our police department, the towing companies, different ambulance companies that might be around, whoever we can get involved with, just trying to build a community trust with the police department and an association. Let kids meet some of the police officers, see some of the equipment, and just get to hang out and have fun.
So now, in addition to all the activities going on, you're cutting the ribbon on this new facility that you've been in for quite a few months. So what kind of a difference has it made for your department?
For us, it's given us the room to expand our police department considerably, from 36 to 52 police officers at our height right now. Mayor Cassatt will speak later, but we're hoping that within the next year or two that maybe we can get our police department up to a fair number of 60 officers through different grants and different projects that we're currently working on now.
And that's what made this building possible, right? A grant?
This grants helped us with a lot of the work being done. We used some of our drug money that was seized for different projects, for different equipment that we could purchase to try and help us with this project, as well as expanding into more of the 21st century with technology, different recording equipment, body cameras. I mean, the list goes on and on.
For someone who didn't make it here to this event today, what would you want our viewers to know about the Hazleton City Police Department and their new location?
So if you need to speak with a law enforcement officer at any time, you are going to come to the 13th Street side, come up the ramp to the single glass door. When you come in, if the records clerk is there, you may ask her for help, or you can hit the blue box and hit the button and request police through dispatch. And if you have an emergency that is occurring to you at that moment, please do not hesitate to call 911. This building, our call boxes do not take over for the emergency that's occurring with you at that point.